was a close call for Fitz. Here we go. Gravitational Flux coming in. Bezzy does end up getting the kill on Fleta though in response. And Bebe with that coalescence keeping his team healed as they advance onto the point here. Seoul Dynasty fighting to try to hold it. We'll see if Bezzy can make a difference on the Spark side though. Kills coming in. Fitz is down and Bezzy starting to take names and put impressions of Seoul's players on his fist.
And also the columns of the temple, of course.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Kind of everywhere. There's a lot of vandalism going on, unfortunately. But Spark's okay with it, because it means they have the port.
Yeah, Hangzhou really has so much more sustain. They're going to try Godsby here, going to try something cute. Not going to be too cute.
Maybe.
They're going to knock him into the air. Can he get anything done? No, he cannot. Killed by the Flux.
Oh, big kills from Marvel. Gets 2-1 with the ultimate. And Fleta with the cleanup now, and at the last moment, Seoul Dynasty using that ult advantage to retake.
At that time, Hangzhou, they only had the
shields he was looking for. Seoul Dynasty at 96%. Can they hold on? Oh, Toby down, but Marvel responds. Now the sound barrier for IDK. He had enough time to respawn and get back there. Seoul Dynasty couldn't close out the fight when they needed to. And Spark on the verge of taking this one back and taking the point.
And Doa, the critical thing here is that Seoul Dynasty lost Fitz and Fleta, so they had no damage at the tail end of that point, so they can't come back. Wow. IDK comes back with the sound barrier.
Sure, boy, that's for sure. As right now going in, now bringing a little bit of aggression from Son and Toby. Another mid-air rocket punch. Beautiful. Comes down for more damage onto Marvel. Take it out, gets Toby as well. Fleta finally falls. Seoul Dynasty can't even get remotely close to the point right now. Sound barrier. Gonna go ahead and use the ultimate from the Sigma as well. 93% already though, and finally IDK falls. Fitz gets one. Seoul Dynasty finding a way to maybe turn this one around at the last moment, but Godsby there with the Death Blossom. Rhea down though. Fitz with another one. The Doom Pit's trying to carry because Fleta is out. Bezzy back, and he's crushing the rest of Seoul Dynasty. It is going to be a 2-0 on Busan to start this off. Hangzhou Spark looking unassailable on that one.
Right.
So this, theoretically, is a more comfortable position for the Dynasty.
Yeah, it depends on the berry usage, though. They're going to push up slowly.
Or not. Fitz down already. Bezzy getting a little bit of help from Rhea. But still doing a lot of work there in Seoul Dynasty. They're bottled up, and that bottle is going right in the recycling.
Well, they made that look easy, though. Just
with the kill on the Gushway, Seoul Dynasty trying to turn this fight in their favor, and it looks like for now they're gonna have it.
Wow, Marvel, really the hero of that one.
Absolutely.
If you think about Hangzhou, they used their own Flux, they used the sound barrier to cover the Death Blossom.
Well, stop now, but it's all pink on it. Gravitic Flux only catches one, just Toby, but it's enough to kill him. And Spark, can they leverage this 5v5 into a win here? Marvel with another Gravitic Flux. Last one is pretty good. Bait gets used. Oh, but Bebe's in a rough spot right now. The orbs, nice angle. Oh, but he gets the health pack too. And he manages to fade again. The edge, but it's going to be the coalescence for Jaehoon. They're going to go right in with that one. Oh, but Fitz had to use the rocket punch to get back on. Oh, goodbye, Michelle. He's off the edge, and that is a fight that Spark won, and they lose Godsby, but it's a good start. Toby, though, gets the boop on the Gushway. Both Arises off the edge of the drawbridge now. Bezzy trying to turn it around. Rocket punch just in time, connects with Marvel. Man, those right clicks are insane from this guy. But Fleta right there with the Death Blossom. Is that going to be enough, though? Is that enough damage? It looks like it might be.
Right. Oh, no.
Gravitic Flux!
The Flux is there, but there's still too many members of Seoul. So it's just Godsby right now, trying to do what he can. IDK zipping in on the Lucio, but they're actually just staggering themselves at this point. They need to back off.
This is scary for Spark now. Under 30 seconds, and yeah, they're right at the end of the B, but they haven't taken in. Onto Toby, gets booped away though. Can he stay safe? Gravitic Flux. Come right down onto it. No kills out of that one. Here comes a Meteor Strike. Marvel does get the kill to IDK, but Bezzy in the back lines. Onto Michelle, that's one. Seoul Dynasty losing members pretty fast. There goes Toby. Oh, Rocket Punch Mitch missed. This is announced Marvel's turn to try to do some damage. But it seems like the Spark are just a bit too evasive, and Seoul Dynasty can't get the kills they need. That's point B. That was close. Michelle's back. I don't know if you can win that 4v5, buddy. That's a tough one. Looks like they'll barely give that one over.
so many of these fights, once they really get in the mix right here, they're going to enter with a meteor strike.
Now why not? Worked on point B. He's going to go right down onto the Aritza. Michelle taking a bit too much damage. Toby can't get the sound barrier off in time. Fleta though, too, with the Death Blossom, but here comes Cosby. No, the damage is denied. And Bezzy down as well. The damage dealer is out of commission here. Cosby back in with the sound barrier. There goes Marvel. Can the Spark pull this one out of the fire? I don't know. Meteor strike, nah, there goes Godsby, and only IDK remains. He's off, and can they keep the team away? Trying to swing in, but look at the denial, and they can't get back there. Seoul Dynasty will stop the Spark. Puts his out again, now Gushue. Like a little bit of damage. Here comes the Coalescence, way faster for Jaehong. But can they convert it into a win? Bezzy down already. That's a great start for Seoul Dynasty. Now Rhea getting extremely close to his Gravitic Flux, way ahead of Marvel as well, and he's going to use it. Soul may not be expecting this. Fitz in a lot of trouble. He's going to go down. But meanwhile, the rest of the Spark falling around. But Rhea, he's turning it. Can he get another one? Looking for that. Looks like Fitz is going to have to look up. When he comes down, he's going to go right down on the roof because of that. Rocket Punch. Oh, he misses. And Michelle, a lot of trouble. The uppercut, though. Ooh, saved him for a second, but not long enough. And now Toby with a nice right-click kill onto Gushue. Hangzhou Spark still in trouble here on point A, and the payload gets moving.
Yeah, Rhea stayed alive.
What is he doing? He's insane. Coming down right in the payload. There's the Death Blossom. Gets one. Meteor Strike lands on him, and he's sent to another map. 1 for 1 so far, but the sound barriers coming in for both teams. Gotta wait for those to burn away now. Jaehong trying to burn the Spark with his Coalescence. Godsby going in with the Death Blossom, but not so successful. Kind of looking like stage 4 Godsby for a second there, and Seoul Dynasty are going to get this payload moving again.
And that fight, though.
We'll find out. 2 caster curses going in 2 separate directions. There's Jaehong. He's got the Coalescence. A lot of damage onto Rhea. Trying to get those shields. He is down. Michelle, the equalizing. Seoul Dynasty, though, going in with the sound barrier. And that was a nice right click onto Gushue from Toby again. And it looks like the analyst was correct. Shocking nobody. Just fishing for a little bit more damage here. The sound barrier's down on both teams, worn out by now. But there goes Bezzy, big kill for Marvel. Found the pick he was looking for. Fleta wraithing out of the back lines where he found a little bit of damage. Ooh, that's a lot of damage on a Bebe as well. Nearly goes down. Marvel getting aggressive, going for it. Godsby denied his ultimate, not doing enough. And Seoul Dynasty, they may have done it here.
I think they have Doa. He's the only one up right now. He's going to try and get a touch, but it's just not going to happen.
Not going to get there, and Seoul Dynasty ties up the series.
Oh, man.
No kills out of that one, though. He's going to walk forward. Why not try to get a little bit of shields going? Oh, the Rock comes in, too, and Fitz and Marvel again. The Vanguard leading the charge, and Seoul Dynasty with another big team fight win.
Well, you know, this was an issue that the Spark had against the Gladiator. What's their reaction going to be? Cosby's in deep in the back line.
He's trying, using the ultimate right now, waiting for people to come back down, but now he's got the sound barrier to contend with, and he's not going to go for this one. Using it finally is Fleta. He looks for a little bit more damage on the run, and finally the Hangzhou Spark getting the kills, and this should finally lead to a point A, but they burned basically everything, literally. Run on the defense, trying to scramble with some respawns now, punch versus punch, but it's going to be Fitz in the middle of the enemy team. That's no good for him. Seoul Dynasty scrambling now, and with that sound barrier, Spark should have the tools they need, the help they need to try to take point B.
Sound barrier's there, so it's going to buy a little bit more time here. They're trying to get the supercharger down at the same time. Die, says Godsby on the corner of the point, and Michelle will oblige.
I think so, yeah. And they've got the supercharger as well. So much damage coming out of the damage dealers.
Oh, that's huge.
Oh, Fitz does get the kill on the Bebe before he uses his Coalescence. Marvel gets back to spawn. Oh man, he was nearly down to Bezzy.
No damn.
Seoul Dynasty trying to turn it around, but Fitz out of the way as well. Fleta over to the delay on the Moira. Michelle on the Reinhardt even, as they just try to get picks, and he gets 2. And how about that? Seoul Dynasty, you know the shocking thing with that is that Spark didn't even get the second tick on the point.
Yeah.
Just trying to sustain a bit longer. Nice wall from Fleta as he's into full-on stall mode. And here comes Marvel again. Now he's on the Reinhardt, but now he's down. Re in a little bit of trouble to get 1. That's 1 for Fitz. All right, less than a tick need to be taken, but Spark can be forced to OT either way unless they take the point. Right now, Fleta's down, so they've got a chance with Michelle hiding behind the shield. Now Marvel over on the Winston, but can he get back in time? Bezzy down, Fitz looking to make some plays here. They got to stay the point. They got to make sure they force it to overtime. That is huge. Oh, and Seoul Dynasty turning it around. A map-defining hold. What a defense for Seoul Dynasty. I can't believe they pulled that off.
I can't either, Doa, but it was Fitz. 2 Moira picks in a row to start their
Seoul Dynasty, though.
Yeah, Seoul's gonna take up this position. Hangzhou gonna play aggressively, try and retake.
Yeah, that's right, going in. Oh, Fitz killed already. Gravitic Flux claims 2 victims as Toby goes down as well.
Hangzhou Spark making the most of this defense right now. They know they can't really give a lot of room considering how poor their attack round was. Late stagger onto Marvel.
Flux from Marvel as well. There's a coalescence coming in. Oh, denied! Bezzy pushed out, and there's the sound barrier. Can they wait? Okay, he's gonna wait out the sound barrier a little bit, comes down, doesn't get anything. Now puts away again, 20 HP. Fitz gets the kill onto Rhea, now Marvel takes down Bezzy. They were so ready for that Doomfist engage.
All right,
Beautiful.
Well, there's a nice adaptation there. Fitz says, you know what? I'm gonna wait for you now, Bezzy. He hits him with 2 rocket punch face, and nobody's stopping him right now.
Gatsby in the back lines, gotta watch out. Here comes the Death Blossom. Ooh, that was close. Was finding an opportunity to use it, but Seoul Dynasty responded, but they lose Michelle. Bezzy with a big pick for the Spark, and now the Spark charge forward, pushing the Seoul Dynasty back off of point B, and even with Gushui falling, that's just fine, man. They got the quicker respawn. So Spark leaving the Seoul Dynasty with 1 last push. Here comes another Gravitic Flux from Seoul Dynasty. Ryu uses his as well. Toby, though, keeps people safe. Oh, maybe not so much. He's gonna go down. Fleta gets 1 onto IDK. Kills traded, but Hangzhou Spark looking okay so far. And yeah, they've got the kills. They've got the respawns. Seoul Dynasty came close, but they just could not get any sort of purchase on B. And that's gonna be the Hangzhou Spark taking the lead.
And as expected, the Spark were stronger on defense. They didn't have it happen.
Yes.
Right.
Absolutely. All right, Hulk brings a lot of members of Seoul in as they have to fall back on the defense. They really didn't contest that first part at all. Now Fitz is down. Oh boy. Bezzy grabs one onto Toby too, and it looks like point A might be given up pretty quick by the Seoul Dynasty. They're in a lot of trouble right now. Marvel with no chance. And that was a slaughter. Rock comes in. And Bezzy goes for the Meteor Strike. Now lands right on Fitz. Oh boy. And now Marvel gets a few with the Gravitic Flux. The shield wearing away. There's the stun, but the damage comes in anyway. Supercharger. There's a nice rock. Nice damage on the Bebe to finish that off. Really good and accurate throw with that left click. Trying to hit a floating Rhea is a difficult task, and Marvel can't quite get the job done. Michelle in trouble with Seoul Dynasty. They're kind of spread out. They're all over the place right now. There's really no cohesive defense. This is easy for the Spark to pick apart.
And you know what? The Payload just keeps moving, and they keep getting staggered. Lessons at that point in time to force this out.
Michelle down already. I don't know what he was doing there, man. He kind of got pulled in. They juggled him around. And Seoul Dynasty again. Nobody's there to really stop that Death Blossom, the shield. I mean, Gatsby just jumps through it. Gets a kill into IDK anyway.
I mean, he saw the kinetic grasp cooldown was up. It had just been used by Marvel, so that's when he decides just to commit with the Death Blossom. Makes it look easy.
It's in the time bank. Marvel trying to get there, a little bit of shields early on to start things off with. Bezzy takes a lot of damage. Can they finally finish him off? But Marvel down already. Bezzy drops. Fleta finds the kill. It's a 5v5. No, never mind. Rhea gets 2. And the Hangzhou Spark with the supercharger will finish a supercharged attack round. It's only the Wrecking Ball now, and the Spark having 0 trouble. 3 minutes in the time bank. Decent one right now. Can they get the damage done? Not quite. Some people reduced to about half health. Now Gatsby finished off. There we go. Marvel following it up with the damage they need. Meteor Strike comes down, and now they're going to try to use the sound barrier rather, to keep this push going. They've got the kills they need, and it looks like this should be a point A for Seoul eventually.
Yeah, clean engage off of the Gravitic Flux. So remember, the Reaper can is...
Well, he's gonna try to find a couple. I think you got 2 on that one. A little bit of damage on IDK, and nice follow-up again by Marvel. Ooh, knocked down the Reaper, but didn't get the kill. Getting a little bit of shields here from the Kinetic Grasp, and Fitz comes into the follow-up on the Gatsby. Seoul Dynasty pushing forward here, and they're getting the kills. And despite the efforts of Spark to try, like you said, to split up, it was still enough. You know, you get rid of the Lucio, and you follow out. Gatsby goes into the back lines right behind the Orisa supercharger down. Has to reform again. Marvel used the ultimate. No kills out of that one. No stun onto Gatsby and no raid gets out. Fleta 3K with the Death Blossom, and Seoul Dynasty looks like they're finally ready to push through B. 2 minutes on the time bank. No chance to equalize Spark, but at least he did get the kill on the Gatsby, and that's enough. Seoul Dynasty trying to finish people off, but they lose their Orisa at the same time. So Spark turning this fight, and Seoul Dynasty really gonna struggle here if they have to regroup. It's do or die, and it looks like Seoul just dying now. Hangzhou Spark, they will hold.
Didn't want to use the sound barrier though if you are the Spark.
Yep.
Would have loved to have had that one for the next fight, considering there are only 30 seconds left.
As they walk forward, Marvel getting a good amount of shields from that kinetic grasp, but now Gatsby in the back line. He knows the kinetic grasp is down, and he's getting the damage done onto Marvel, onto Fleta, onto Michelle, and Hangzhou Spark managing those cooldowns and manhandling Seoul Dynasty. And counteract that from both Lucios as well. More ult parity. There's a rock comes in, Bezzy pops the meteor strike, try to get out. More Colossus coming in, and Spark taking a lead again in this fight. Holding strong right now despite the supercharger from Seoul Dynasty. Flooding 100 to 0 too. Tragic for Seoul Dynasty. Rhea dodging around. Now he's got the ultimate. Gonna be able to bring up Marvel. There's a kill on him as well. Bezzy finishing him off. Nice timing with that meteor strike. Bebe down though, but Gatsby right there for a kill into Jaehong, and he's gonna pop his ultimate as well. Gets dropped by Fitz, and there's Fleta with one, but it's not enough. And Seoul Dynasty Spark 100 to 0 in that round. And Bezzy loads up another rocket punch. Denied this time by Toby's right click, and it's going to be the coalescence for both teams.
Oh,
Fitz down though, IDK finds the damage, and there's one onto Jaehong. The support's eliminated. Oh man, and now Seoul Dynasty has to give way, and it's going to be Spark taking the control percent first again.
And they're gonna get the cleanup kills too. Toby barely escaping, but
For certain, Gatsby coming around the back now.
wants this
He's got
deadlock.
his ultimate, that's right. Oh, nearly denied by Toby. Trying to take out the supercharger as well, but the damage is too great. They get Fleta anyway. No problems at all for Hangzhou Spark. And with this team fight win, they have effectively put themselves one fight away from kicking the Dynasty. Can't use his ultimate like he wanted to, and there's a gravitic flux. Fleta can't escape. IDK gets the kill, and there's one onto Marvel as well. Hangzhou Spark sealing the deal. They are not going to let Seoul Dynasty get a single percentage point on their final map in Overwatch League 2019. The Spark trying to clean up. One last janitorial service performed, and that's it. The Hangzhou Spark will advance, and Seoul Dynasty is done.
It's a disappointing way for the Seoul Dynasty.